My girlfriend's post shocked me. She wrote, "I'm not anyone's property. I'll do whatever I want." Then she announced she was going on a work trip with her supervisor. I calmly replied, "Very well. I'm not your landlord either." I canceled the lease renewal. When she came back, a silent, empty world was waiting for her. Dear friends, please help me reach 1,000 subscribers. Kindly subscribe to my channel. Your one subscription means the world to me. Thank you so much. I'm 28, and until 3 months ago, I thought I had my life figured out. My girlfriend Sienna and I had been together for almost 4 years. We met at a mutual friend's birthday party, hit it off immediately, and within 6 months she'd moved into my apartment. I owned the place outright, inherited it from my grandmother, and paid off the remaining mortgage with money I'd saved working in software consulting. Sienna worked in marketing for a mid-sized tech company. She made decent money, but rent in our city was brutal, so living with me rent-free was a pretty sweet deal for her. I never made her feel bad about it. Never threw it in her face. She helped with groceries sometimes, paid for dates here and there. I figured we were building something together. That's what you do when you love someone, right? Everything changed on a Tuesday evening in late July. I was working from home, wrapping up a client call, when I saw Sienna's Instagram post pop up on my phone. The caption read, "I'm not anyone's property. I'll do whatever I want." Women don't need permission to live their lives. Nail polish sparkles. I stared at it for a solid minute. We hadn't fought recently. Things had been normal. Good, even. We'd just spent the weekend binge-watching some crime documentary series and ordering Thai food. So where the hell did this come from? I walked into the living room. She was on the couch, scrolling through her phone with this little satisfied smirk on her face. "Hey," I said casually. "Saw your post. Everything okay?" She didn't even look up. "Yeah, why?" "Just seemed. I don't know, kind of random. Did something happen?" She finally glanced at me, and there was this edge in her eyes I hadn't seen before. "I'm just tired of people thinking they can control me." "Who's trying to control you?" "Society. Expectations. You know how it is." I didn't know how it was, actually, but I let it go. Figured maybe she'd had a bad day at work or seen something online that set her off. Then, 2 days later, she dropped the bomb. "I'm going on a work trip with Derek," she announced over dinner. Derek was her supervisor, mid-30s, divorced, one of those guys who posted gym selfies and motivational quotes about grinding. "Oh yeah? Where to?" "Miami. There's a conference. 3 days. We leave next Wednesday." "Just you and Derek?" She bristled immediately. "There'll be other people from the company there. But yeah, we're traveling together. He's my boss. It's literally my job." "Okay," I said. "Just asking." "Well, don't make it weird. I'm not asking permission. I'm telling you." That phrase again. I'm not asking permission. Like I'd been running some authoritarian regime from our kitchen table. I nodded slowly. "Got it." That night, after she went to bed, I sat in the dark living room thinking. Something felt off. The Instagram post, the defensiveness, the sudden trip with Derek. I wasn't the jealous type. Never had been, but my gut was screaming at me. I pulled up our lease. Well, my lease. The apartment was mine. Sienna wasn't on any paperwork. She'd moved in informally, never signed anything, never paid rent. Legally, she was just there. The lease renewal deadline was coming up in 2 weeks. I'd been planning to renew automatically like I always did. But now, I opened my laptop and sent a calm, professional email to my property management company. I will not be renewing the lease. I'll be vacating the unit by the end of the month. Then I replied to Sienna's Instagram post with a comment. "Very well, I'm not your landlord either." I deleted it 10 seconds later, but not before screenshotting it. Then I blocked her from seeing my activity. Update 1. The next morning, Sienna left for work before I woke up. I spent the day working from a coffee shop, thinking through my next steps. I wasn't trying to be vindictive. I was just done. If she wanted to act like I was some obstacle in her path to independence, fine. She could be independent somewhere else. I started packing my stuff that weekend. Not obviously, just the things I knew I'd need. Important documents, my gaming console, a few boxes of books. I rented a storage unit across town and moved everything in 2 trips while she was out with friends. On Monday, she left for Miami. "I'll be back Friday," she said, barely looking at me as she dragged her suitcase to the door. "Don't burn the place down." "Have a safe trip," I replied. She paused, like she expected me to say something else. When I didn't, she left. The second the door closed, I called a moving company. They could do the full move that Thursday, one day before she got back. I also called a buddy of mine, Logan, who'd been looking for a roommate. He said I could crash at his place starting Friday. By Tuesday night, the apartment was half empty. I'd moved out all my furniture, my kitchen stuff, even the TV. I left her things untouched. Her clothes, her books, the decorations she'd bought. I wasn't petty enough to trash her stuff. I just took what was mine. Wednesday, I officially notified the landlord I was vacating and handed over my keys. Thursday, the movers came for the last load. I walked through the empty apartment one final time, feeling nothing but relief. I left her a note on the kitchen counter. Sienna, the lease is up. I've moved out. Your belongings are still here, but the apartment reverts to the landlord on the 31st. You'll need to make arrangements. Take care. Then I left. Update 2. Friday evening, my phone exploded. 17 missed calls. Dozens of texts. Sienna. What the fuck, Sienna? Where is everything, Sienna? Are you serious right now, Sienna? Call me now. I didn't. Saturday morning, she showed up at Logan's place. I don't know how she got the address. Probably mutual friends. But there she was, pounding on the door at 9 a.m. Logan answered. Who are you? I'm his girlfriend. Where is he? I walked to the door. Hey, Sienna. Her face was blotchy, eyes red. She'd been crying. What the hell is going on? I moved out. I can see that. Why didn't you tell me? I left you a note. A note? Are you kidding me? You just left? Took everything. I took my things. Your stuff is still there. The apartment is empty. There's no furniture, no TV, nothing. How am I supposed to live there? You're not. The lease is up. I didn't renew. Her mouth opened and closed like a fish. You can't just do that. I can actually. It's my apartment. We've been together 4 years. And you made it very clear you don't need permission to live your life. So I'm not asking permission to live mine. This is insane. You're punishing me for going on a work trip. I'm not punishing you. I'm just not subsidizing your life anymore. She stepped closer, lowering her voice. Derek and I didn't do anything. It was just a conference. I didn't ask. Then why? Because you've been treating me like I'm some controlling asshole when all I've done is support you. You want independence? Great. Here it is. She stared at me, tears streaming now. I have nowhere to go. Figure it out. You're a strong, independent woman, right? Logan cleared his throat awkwardly behind me. Sienna looked at him, then back at me, and something in her expression shifted from desperation to anger. You're going to regret this, she hissed. Maybe, but I doubt it. She left. Update 3. Over the next 2 weeks, I heard through mutual friends that Sienna had moved in with her coworker, Jade. Apparently, she'd been telling everyone I abandoned her and left her homeless. A few people reached out to me, asking what happened. I kept it simple. We grew apart. I moved out. She'll be fine. Most people seem to buy it. A couple of her closer friends sent me angry messages calling me heartless. I didn't respond. Then, about 3 weeks after the move, I got a message from Derek's ex-wife, Monica. Monica, hey, you don't know me, but I think we need to talk. She sent me screenshots. Messages between Sienna and Derek, dating back 4 months. Nothing explicitly sexual, but close. Lots of late-night texts. Inside jokes. A photo of them at a bar, her hand on his chest. Monica, they've been hooking up since June. I found out when I checked Derek's phone. We've been trying to reconcile, but he's been lying to me. I thought you should know. I thanked her for the heads up. She didn't know me anything, but I appreciated it. I didn't confront Sienna. What was the point? I'd already moved on. Final update. It's been 3 months now. Sienna's still living with Jade, as far as I know. I haven't spoken to her since that morning at Logan's place. Derek apparently got demoted after HR found out about the relationship, company policy and all that. Monica divorced him. Sienna's Instagram has gone quiet. No more empowerment posts. Me? I'm doing great. Logan and I get along well. I've been hitting the gym, picked up rock climbing, even started dating someone new, a graphic designer named Callista I met through a friend. She's got her own place, her own life, and zero interest in playing games. Looking back, I don't regret how I handled it. Could I have communicated better? Maybe. But Sienna made it clear she didn't value what we had. She wanted freedom without consequences, independence without responsibility. I just gave her exactly what she asked for. Sometimes people don't realize what they have until it's gone. Sometimes they do, and they just don't care. Either way, it's not my problem anymore. Edit 1. A few people have DM'd asking if I ever got an apology. No, never heard from her directly after that morning. Mutual friends said she tried painting me as the villain for a while, but most people saw through it. Edit 2. For those asking, yes, I'm still with Callista. It's only been a couple months, but it's healthy. We actually communicate. Wild concept, I know. Edit 3. Someone asked if I ever found out for sure if Sienna cheated. Honestly, I don't care anymore. The screenshots from Monica were enough for me to feel validated in my decision. Whether it was physical or emotional, it doesn't matter. The disrespect was real, and that was enough.